Dear fifth grade, did you know that you are trendsetters, trailblazers, explorers willing to go where no lower schooler in recent years has gone? Well, you are. Embrace it, own it. You are the first fifth grade class to close out the chapter known as the lower school at Columbus Academy. Well, it's not totally true. When the school was founded back in 1911, the idea was for fifth grade to be a part of the lower school, but back then the lower school was fifth through eighth grades. So the lower school as we know it never held the fifth grade until now. So you truly are trendsetters, trailblazers, and explorers. You began this journey through fifth grade with a trip to Heartland Outdoor School. There we learned that you were a cooperative, compassionate, active, and social group of students. Through activities like a stream study and learning about animals, to playing ping pong in the common space and throwing knives and hatchets at the settlement camp, you bonded as a group and showed what makes you such a unique collection of individuals. Later, when we returned to school, you showed your uniqueness by sitting on the stage for the first lower school assembly. Remember that? Talk about awkward. You were literally on display like an exhibit in a museum. However, you handled it well by proving you are responsible and cooperative students, even with everyone watching your every move. You set the standard by which every other fifth grade class will be measured. You assuredly are proud of all that you accomplished this year, just as we are proud of you.
We are proud of how well you handled yourselves on Community Day. Splitting into 3 groups, you visited senior citizens at Otterbein Rehabilitation Center, Sunrise Community Retirement Community, and read them stories, played bingo, and told corny Thanksgiving jokes. Some of you made new friends at these places and continue to visit your new pals on a monthly basis. You helped clean up the school by collecting and filling numerous garbage bags with trash from all over the 230-acre campus. You wanted to do more, so you came in here to the dining hall. You wiped off the tables. You broke them down. You cleaned all the cracks in between each table. You may not realize it, but your smiles and positive attitudes at each of these places made an impact on many people, and they were very happy to have you be with them that day. Also in the fall, you tested yourselves to see just how much you knew about the candidates and the election process for the upcoming election. As you learned about the government and how it operates, you also found out that in just 15 years, you can serve in the House of Representatives. In 20 years, you could be a senator. And in 25 years, you could be president. So I know we, your teachers, are looking forward to seeing someone's name from this class on a ballot in the near future. Yes, it was a special year due to the election, but I'm not talking about the presidential election. I'm talking about the election you as fifth graders, the leaders of the lower school, ran this year, the first lower school election. While there were no actual candidates on the ballot, the votes being cast were for something extremely important: candy. With the choices of Skittles, M&Ms, gummy bears, and Sour Patch Kids, it was going to be a very difficult decision for some of you. But from the time the lower schoolers signed in, cast their votes, they got their I voted sticker, all of you ran a very smooth and efficient voting center. It was difficult, I know, waiting until January 20th to pass out the candy, but I think everyone was happy getting their bag of Sour Patch Kids on Inauguration Day.
Remember back to the first few days of school, your parents, and even you, admittingly, were nervous, wondering if you were ever going to remember that locker combination or get the locker open all on your own. It seems silly to think back on those first few days of school because of how much more independent you truly have become. You succeeded at following a different and more challenging schedule, getting to your classes on time, and even taking charge over keeping track of your homework and communicating with your own school email addresses and Google Classroom. Not only that, but many of you took advantage of the opportunity to be a part of the fifth grade forums led with Mrs. Mason, bringing innovative ideas to Columbus Academy. You took what you'd learned from the American Revolution and filled Mrs. Mason's mailbox with petitions for things like a working water fountain on the 3rd floor and a Gaga pit addition to the playground. You demonstrated your work ethic by researching information to turn these ideas into a reality and presenting your work to individuals in the larger Columbus Academy community. In return, you gained many more middle school privileges: lemonade, frozen yogurt, and a more relaxed dress code for shoes were just a few of the perks you received as 5th graders. I doubt any of you were expecting to be asked by a teacher at the beginning of the year to sabotage the rest of your grade. But that's exactly what happened as we kicked off the World Peace Game. You joined students in Germany, Denmark, Austria, Romania, and Mexico, and many more in an effort to construct meaning out of chaos. You had to firsthand apply the different aspects of CARES to successfully solve 23 multifaceted crises in a 14-page crisis document, all while protecting the tribal and religious minorities within your country and increasing global prosperity. While it took us until the last few minutes of the game to solve peace, you saw the positive impact and opportunities that emerged when you collectively collaborated together and communicated amongst each other. The situations you accomplished in the game provided you with a greater understanding of the world around you and the potential for future creative solutions that you hold as individuals and collectively as a grade.
Just when you thought this was beginning to sound like a run-on sentence, your language arts teacher is here to tell you more. Your pace-setting, innovative, trailblazing ways echoed through the lower school halls. Maybe louder than an echo at times. Am I right, faculty members back there? We gave you a few transition minutes in the hallway, and you gave us Rubik's Cube art, arranged in formations of an apple, a pumpkin, and even the Columbus Academy logo. Go Vikes! Like the roller coaster you set into motion with Connects blocks, you proved that learning is most memorable and enduring with movement. Bike desks and walking classroom lessons helped us understand core concepts like plot diagrams, literary character conflicts, and some of the most important themes in literature that I hope are memorable, like courage, bravery, friendship. You convinced us that spinners and slime were more than toys and used them as fidgets that helped us open our ears and truly listen to one another. And listen you did. You listened to opinions on the Shakespeare authorship debate and gained a skill that will take you far in life: how to refute an argument. Through the experience, we reached common understanding. Most can argue, but it takes a 5th grade Viking to make a thoughtfully research-based argument. You have us convinced. You redefined the 3 R's in your interdisciplinary study of Shakespeare with some really rigorous reading. The scenes, songs, and history you played out at Shakespeare Festival prove your persuasive position that your ship is ready to sail onto 6th grade. Mrs. Soderberg and Mrs. Mason, on behalf of the 5th grade faculty and the lower school faculty at Columbus Academy, we urge you to confer unto these great minds the 5th grade certificates. These scholars are ready for fancy lockers in middle school.